I think that they start with the run game, and then I think the next thing that they do really well, which is where all their points come from, is the play action pass, So I think that's their two things that I think that they're really good at. And then we know that they have a mobile quarterback, so whatever that brings as well, is going to be the challenge, I believe.
Heading into it, what would you consider maybe your biggest concern right now heading into game one?
Yeah, just kind of like what Coach Mendenhall says, you don't know exactly what they're going to do. We're super familiar with their offensive coordinator and what they like to do, but then now it's matching their personnel with it. Obviously, they have a good running back. The quarterback's mobile, a couple good receivers on the outside, so it's really going to be how fast we can adjust to the personnel and what they're doing with their stuff. So
maybe on the other side of that, what are you most confident about that you know about your team heading into this?
Our dudes are going to fight as hard as they can, and our defense is going to fly around as hard as they can, and that's one thing for certain, is the brand of football that our defense is going to play is going to be the same that it's always been, and we're excited. I mean, that's the fun part. Everyone's excited to stop going against a scout team and watch a blur of white dudes, white jerseys run around and smack into people. So that part, I think, is certain and going to be fun.
Can you talk about the boundary position and the plans to manage that position?
Yeah, right now I'd say, we're going to go by committee, and I think that a couple guys are going to get a chance and then go with the guy that I think is playing well. So there's going to be competition, I think, within the games as we go till we kind of get that solidified. I think similar to when Joe and Preston were first here, we kind of alternated them series, and then Preston kind of defined himself over there, and so I think that's how I see it right now.
So is the plan every series you're going to rotate those guys?
I wouldn't say exactly that yet. I'm not solidified on that. Could be, and it also might not be based on how the game's going. So, yeah, I'm not going to go in and say right now that it'll be an every other series thing, but there will be rotation over there.
But this guy's going to be the first guy out there?
I think he'll be the first guy out there, and then there'll be a combination of Mike and Dallin as well. So,
Nick, is there anything that you absolutely know about this team so far?
Their running back's good.
Your team, excuse me.
Our team?
Yeah.
What we know about us?
You absolutely know.
I know Kyle Van Noy's really good. I know Spencer Hadley's really good. I know Wani Younga's really good. I know Daniel Sorensen's really good. I know Bronson Kafusi's really good. And I know that they've trained like crazy and they're going to play really, really hard. Yeah.
It's more Bronco knows.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the road trip experience?
The road trip experience, the preparation. It's like kind of from here on out, it's a lot more, the grinding has kind of been done as far as going against the scout team super, super hard with pads. And now the focus goes to, exactly just getting the game plan exactly right, dropping things that we know aren't going to work, making the things work that are going to work, and then just getting the players totally on the same page, just kind of the last day or two touch-ups of execution. It's fun. That part's a lot of fun.
From a coaching perspective, having been almost 9 months since the last game, what's it like a couple of days before?
It's just obviously there's excitement. There's excitement, there's anticipation, but you try not to get too high, and you just try to take day by day and live in the moment and just go from there. So you can't get all riled up and fired up. You have to concentrate on what's going on and get the players to concentrate. So
any concern like how they like to run the ball? They do a couple tight ends. You guys kind of defense line not as stout, or what you plan to be?
You know,
what are you guys gonna do with that?
I think we're ready for it. I mean, we've seen that. You see that all the time, every year, and I think that's that fits their personnel as the tight end. So I think that they're going to tweak their some of their other personnel groups with their tight ends to use them probably a little more is what I think. So.
First game, there's always going to be mistakes.
Oh yeah, there's mistakes every game.
You're right, but you expect it in that first game just with what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
get used to it.
You try to limit. I think that's really why we've been good in our openers. And if you look at our bowl games and our openers, I would say we make less mistakes than our opponents, and that's the plan right now, is to get the game plan so concise and so dialed in that they know exactly what to do. No matter what they bring out, that our scheme and their keys and our rules are going to work against anything. And if they'll just hone in and do their job, that's when less mistakes happen. I think you've seen that from us, and like I said, in the openers and in bowl games, we have time to prepare and get it all just right. So.